How to install a laminate worktop. Difficulty level 1 hammer. Having a new worktop will add versatility and a stylish feature to your kitchen. Install it carefully for an impeccable finish. You will need a worktop, worktop joining brackets, edging strip, neoprene contact adhesive, and sheets of fine-grade sandpaper. You will need a pencil, a spirit level, 2 trestles, a ruler, a carpenter's set square, a circular saw, some clamps, a file, a cordless drill, a hacksaw, a craft knife, an extruder gun, and a soft file. Wear earplugs. Check your units are level, both lengthways and widthways. Adjust if needed, using the adjustable feet, up to 2.5 centimeters. Using a set square placed next to a long ruler, ensure the corner where you will put the worktop is square. Measure the length that you want for your worktop. Best practice in design suggests the unit should extend slightly beyond the depth of a unit. Place your worktop upside down on 2 trestle tables. Measure the required length, then, using the set square, draw a line at a right angle across the width. Check the width of the worktop. When in place, the edges of the worktop should extend to the front, the doors or the drawers of the units, or just beyond for a pleasing look. Check to see if you need to adjust the length of the worktop. Mark a cut line. Put the circular saw on top of the worktop. The blade facing the cut line. The saw shoe facing the same direction, as if you are about to start cutting. Using a pencil, mark the edge of the saw shoe. Place the ruler on the cut line and, using the set square and clamps, fix the ruler to the worktop. This will keep the saw straight when you are cutting. Cutting the worktop. Check your clamp is in position under the offcut of the worktop. Keeping your saw along the ruler, cut the worktop to size. Try out the worktop by placing it on the kitchen unit. Position your sink or hob in its intended place on the worktop, in the middle of the opening for the appliance. Under the worktop, measure the distance between the edge of the worktop and the depth of the appliance. Using this value, move the sink back to avoid, as much as possible, having to make a lengthways cut. Draw an outline of your sink or hob on the worktop. Use this template or the inset shape itself to mark out the cut line inside your earlier guideline. Drill 4 holes using a 10 mm wood drill bit in the 4 corners of the cut line. Place the blade of the jigsaw in one of the holes and cut along the line from one hole to the next, all the way around the cut line. To prevent the offcut from dropping out, leave 2 centimeters uncut on each of the 2 diagonally opposite sides. At the end, get someone to help support the panel while you cut out the last 2 portions. Use adhesive or screws to fix the worktop in place. If you use screws, use a wood drill bit to drill roughly every 60 centimeters, aligning the holes at the back and front with the units. Put the worktop in position. Check it is straight and then screw it in place from underneath. If you want to join 2 worktops, end to end or at an angle, you can buy special joining brackets for a perfect finish. Cut the joining bracket with a hacksaw to match the width of your worktop exactly. Smear silicone mastic on the end of the first worktop. Then attach the joining bracket with number 3.5 16 mm screws. Apply mastic on the end of the other worktop and push it firmly into the joining bracket. Attach the kitchen units from underneath the 2 worktops to ensure the whole structure is very solid. The end of the worktop could be covered with a patterned edging strip, chosen to match the pattern of the worktop. Smear neoprene contact adhesive onto the worktop end as well as on the back of the new edging strip. Allow the adhesive to cure, and then place the edging strip onto the end of the worktop, pressing down gently. Rub firmly across the surface of the strip to ensure it sticks properly. Use a knife to remove any excess, then use a smooth file across the top. For a perfect finish, rub down the joint with a piece of fine sandpaper. Apply a thin layer of silicone sealant where the worktop meets the wall. You could use masking tape to keep the area clean. Rub your finger, dipped in washing up liquid, over the seal to smooth it. Carefully installed, your worktop becomes an enjoyable place to prepare your meals.